Welcome. This is Kitty Boitnott of Teachers in Transition, and this is a brand new channel for YouTube and a debut of the new offering Teachers in Transition, both in video and in a new podcast. Now, in case you're not able to guess what Teachers in Transition stands for, this channel and the podcast and my website and all of my offerings are in response to the number of teachers who have made a decision that they're not in a position to continue teaching for the long term. They've hit the wall of burnout that's been brought on by unrelenting stress, perhaps an illness that's been aggravated by stress. And they've just decided that there must be something else out there for them to do. And as a result, they started exploring what their options are. Now, most of the people that I work with fall into two camps. One are the folks who aren't thinking yet about leaving the profession, but are looking for help with their stress. They need strategies for managing their stress more effectively and proactively, especially this time of year, which is the spring of 2019, but spring of just about any school year. Any teacher you talk to can tell you that from spring break through the end of the year, the amount of activity, the pressure to perform and have your students perform increases exponentially. And that's even more the case if you happen to be teaching in a school that is at risk or has been considered at risk or is on the verge of becoming an at-risk school. The teachers feel it, the kids feel it. It is like a pall that settles over the entire campus. And it takes a toll. It takes a physical, mental, and emotional toll. So I, as a former educator, one who taught and served as an elementary school librarian for over 30 years, who served as president of the Virginia Education Association from 2008 to 2012, who retired early in 2012, much earlier than I had planned to, because of my own stress and sense of burnout. I've created a business that caters to teachers who are considering leaving the profession and are eager to find ways to manage their stress in the meantime. Now, not everybody that I work with wants to leave, but a lot of people do. And I had an opportunity about a year into my private practice as a life strategies and stress management coach, which were the first two certifications that I earned after retirement. I had an opportunity to work with a career coach, actually the woman who had been my career coach. She was offering a 6-week online training that I signed up for and took advantage of, and I learned more about her particular methodology of career transition and job search strategy. Then I found out she was looking to bring some people on board to help her with her workload. It was a growing business and she needed some extra help. So she brought on 7 independent coach consultants, and I was one of those. I worked with her and her team for 14 months before deciding to go solo in September of 2015. And I've been working solo ever since. This is an anniversary month for me. I started this business 6 years ago in April. And so it's fitting, I guess, that I am launching a new YouTube channel as well as a brand new podcast. Now, in these programs, what I'm going to be offering is a balance between stress management strategies that I've learned about over the course of my career as a stress management coach. I offer workshops for teachers and busy professionals who are dealing with stress. In fact, teachers are not the only ones who are feeling overly stressed these days. I'm sure you're not surprised to hear that. And I also will talk on occasion about what are some job search strategies that you could undertake if you're thinking about leaving the profession. And I don't recommend that anybody do anything impulsive or do anything that you don't feel is the right decision for you. I don't ever recommend that you quit your current job before you have something new lined up. That isn't the best strategy. Sometimes it can't be helped, and sometimes people do come to me. They've already resigned. They've already decided not to return to school the next year, so they haven't signed their contract for the next year. Those kinds of things can happen. But what I like doing and what I strive to do with my clients is to help them first explore what it is that they want to do, instead of thinking in terms of what can you do, what might you be qualified to do, what would you need to settle for if you left teaching. Instead, I want you to think about what is it that would make you leap out of bed on Monday morning instead of making you dread going to work starting on Sunday afternoon. And I know if you're in that position, I know you know what I'm talking about. What would you love, love, love to do? What kind of job can you envision yourself doing? You're not quite sure how you might make it happen. You're not quite sure what you would have to do to get to the point where you would like to go. But I can help you work through all of that. And before you write the first resume, before you start applying for any job, I think the first most important step in your job search journey is to figure out what it is that you want to do. And that's what I've made my business all about. I help people explore and find work that will help to reignite your passion and to redirect the skills, abilities, experience, and education that you've already earned. Looking for a job or a career that will make you feel like you're finally doing what you were meant to do. And if you're dealing with guilt and regret over having spent 10, 15 years in the classroom, I want you to try to let that go. First of all, that's water over the dam, and there's nothing you can do about however many years you've been in the career that you were in. Many teachers go into teaching because they believe that it is a meaningful and fulfilling profession, and it can be. But the fact of the matter is there are many factors outside of your control that have made it not as much fun and a whole lot more stressful than it should be. And as a result, it's taking a physical, mental, and emotional toll on way too many people. I want to help you figure out what to do to get out of that stress, to get out of that sense of feeling like no matter how much you give, it's never enough. I want to help you to redirect your passion so that you can do the work that you feel comfortable doing, but also can feel good doing, and something that gives you more of a sense of work-life balance than you may already feel. If you'd like to know more about downloading a free ebook about stress, please feel free to do that. I'm going to put that in the notes below. And I would also love it if you would subscribe to this channel. It's brand new, so you'll be one of the very first subscribers. And look forward to future episodes. By subscribing, you'll be alerted to when I put out future episodes of Teachers in Transition, strategies for managing your stress, and also looking for new work if that's what you've decided you want to do. My name is Kitty Boitnott, and welcome to Teachers in Transition.